Happy Valentine's Day season, everyone, and Jolo fans. So we had a lot of requests based on the Jolo pickup parties about our recipe for the Valentine's dinner with filet mignon and a beautiful blue cheese sauce, paired with our award-winning Best in Show Muddy Paws port-style wine. Of course, as you all recall from the pickup parties discussion, your lovely bride or girlfriend or loved one is in the bathroom, lounging in the tub with Barry White music in the background, rose petals, candles, sipping on some twinkles. So while she's there, you're gonna be slaving in the kitchen, but it's gonna be super easy. So first thing you're gonna do is get some bacon. Don't cook it in the pan, like one of these, make a mess. Just get a cooking sheet, and you'll cook the bacon just like this in a cooking sheet. And what'll happen is it gets nice and brown like that, then you can take all of this, and you're gonna save this for later. All that beautiful bacon grease, you're gonna get her gorgeous prospect potato in the oven. So all we're gonna do is take a potato, regular Idaho potato like this, cut it right down the middle, like that, and you're gonna make little diamonds on it. What girl doesn't want diamonds for Valentine's Day? So you're gonna just take it and make like this, marks, just like that. And then go opposite, so you're making diamonds now, like little checks. Watch out for your fingers. You don't want to be in the emergency room. So you're gonna do that for both of these, super simple, like that, without cutting your hands. Because like I said, you want to spend the beautiful evening at home, not in the emergency room. So now we're gonna salt and pepper that beautiful bacon grease, just like that. A little bit of pepper. And these little puppies are going down just like that. You're gonna need 22 minutes. You're gonna need about 12 minutes or so for your filet dinner. So 22 minutes, put this in, 22 minutes before you want to eat. So you're gonna pop these in the oven, and on that same pan, you're gonna get the tomatoes ready, excuse me, with a gorgeous roasted tomato. So all you're gonna do, you don't want really broccoli or anything like that for Valentine's Day, fellas. So all you're gonna do is get a nice tomato like this, cut it in half. The other side, all you have to do is core out like this, just gently and easily. Just core out that tomato core, and there you have another one. So you're gonna use panko breadcrumbs, 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs. You're gonna add to the panko breadcrumbs olive oil, good amount of olive oil. You're gonna add salt, whatever you like, pinch of salt, pinch of pepper. You're gonna put some freshly grated Parmesan cheese in. So all I'm gonna do is just grate this Parmesan cheese like this. You can use a coarse grater like this or a fine grater. And now you need some basil, because to me, there's nothing better than basil and tomato. It's a match made in heaven. It's like peanut butter and jelly. So you're just gonna tear some fresh basil, and you do what's called a chiffonade. Get these out of the way. So you're gonna take that basil, roll it up like that, and make nice little julienne strips, just like this. Okay, I'm gonna put that in there. Now you need a little bit of garlic, right? Garlic, and tomato, and basil. So a little bit of garlic, break it down like that so it's easy. Get rid of that top portion that's brown. You don't want that really. And then we're just gonna chop this up as well. Super fine if you can, so you're not getting big, huge chunks of the garlic. You want to keep it on the board and off the floor, less to clean later. You're gonna be really busy later, so there you go with the garlic. So now I'm just gonna take and mix that up. So it's a little dry, fellas, you see that? So all I'm gonna do is add some more olive oil. And with that's why you need to kiss more salt, because that olive oil is not salted. So there you go, that's kind of the texture that you want. So it kind of comes together. You can make a little paste out of it, if you will. And you're just gonna take the tomatoes, which are not seasoned. So you're gonna put a little olive oil on the tomatoes, like that. Rub it in beautifully. A little salt on the tomatoes. You're all about the layers. That's seasoned perfectly, but you have a lot of meat here on the tomato. You want it to be delicious. A little bit of pepper, like that. And then all you're gonna do is take that potato pan. That's gonna be about 10 minutes as well. So when you start the fillets, which we're gonna show you next, you can just take and add those tomatoes to the pan. Here's a small one I have pre-cooked. Look how beautiful that is. Absolutely stunning. So that's what it's gonna look like, but use the same pan from the potatoes. So 10 minutes into the potatoes, add these. So the potatoes and tomatoes come up at the same time, around 22 minutes. Beautiful, correct? So we'll let that sit there for a minute or two. So now we're gonna season the filet, and all you're gonna do is take this to put that in there, just like that on top. Kind of pack it in. So there's some nooks and crannies here, like an English muffin. So you want some of that bread to get into those nook and crannies, and that's gonna go right on top of that cookie sheet that have the potatoes on there, just like that. I know there's bacon on there, but all you're gonna touch is this with the bacon. So I mean, it's really not gonna impart much of the bacon flavor, but you one pot cooking. I'm a big fan. So you got your potato in the oven, you got your vegetable in the oven. So super important are the fillets, okay? So fillets have very little fat. So I use grapeseed oil. Of course, I love grapes, I love wine. You wanna put a little bit on just like that. You wanna massage it in so the seasoning sticks, okay? See that? So now when I add salt and pepper, it's gonna stick. So that's a lot of beef. So that's a perfect amount of salt on the top, a little bit of pepper, and don't forget, a lot of that's gonna come off in the pan too, right? There, a little bit more salt. The trick is your date, your wife, your guest should not have to ask for salt and pepper. You wanna be perfectly seasoned. So that's seasoned beautifully. So while that's sitting here, briefly, we're gonna get the fire going and we'll come right back.